Good evening. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Here we are. Sunday evening. One more day left. The weekend. And it's almost over. So, I wanted to do a short stream. Uh, Today, I'm gonna start learning how to draw. So I found this website called DrawABox, and it's supposed to teach you the art fundamentals. So we're gonna give that a go. See if I can actually become an artist. Because I have no creative ability right now, pretty much. So what I'll be doing today is lesson 1, and I'll basically be drawing a bunch of lines over and over again. Um, just to gain confidence in drawing lines. That's about it. Put the link down below here. So if anyone wants to follow along or like check this out later, feel free. I'm just gonna get right into it. So what we're supposed to do here is I've already pre-drawn some straight lines that are going to act as the guides as instructed. I'm just going to draw a line over them 8 times for each of these lines. And that's supposed to be going to improve my accuracy in the long run. I'm just going to start with the short lines, actually. That was very good. Eight lines. But as you can see, I've already made one of the mistakes mentioned here. Spraying on both ends. On both sides, I've gone off. I'm supposed to at least be accurate on one end. So I'm gonna try and do that for the next line. See if I can improve. I want to align carefully and draw a line confidently. Quite hard. The result isn't much better, but I feel more confidence. So eventually, I guess muscle memory is supposed to take over when we do this kind of thing. You're not supposed to think when you're drawing lines, because what ends up happening is that your lines are going to become wobbly, like here. I don't know if this web browser thing is visible very well for you guys. I opened it up as an example, but yeah, you're gonna get wobbly lines if you try to think too much. Because you're going to course correct midline. Start. Draw a line. A line. Right. One was a little bit off, but I mean, it's about the exercise. You just have to do this a lot. It's not going to be perfect straight away. Let's move on to the next set. I do wonder if I'm moving too fast here. Maybe I should try and take my time a bit more. Align my pen. That was wobbly. There. Isn't that pro artist right there? Perfection. It doesn't help that I'm drawing on this tablet, and I have this drawing glove so that I don't like my hand doesn't like scrape over the screen, glides smoothly. But I can't find it anywhere. I must have like gone off to get some food or whatever and tossed it somewhere. It's black, and all my furniture is black as well. I can't find it anywhere, so I'm not using one of those right now. Keep drawing lines because I only drew. I feel like I'm getting less confident here, not more confident. Maybe I need to not think at all. I think the alignment's getting better. Like there's less fraying on this end right here. That's a good thing, I think. Let's try some longer lines. The longer the lines, the harder it gets. Better, I think. Yeah, they're a bit wobbly though. It doesn't help that I like can't place my hand on the tablet at all. Really gotta find that glove. It's going surprisingly fast. I thought this would take way longer, but I guess you can draw 8 lines pretty quickly. Now for the whole length, straight lines. Wow, that's hard. So supposedly, for drawing, it's better if you don't use your wrist too much, because your wrist can make small corrections, which is great for writing, but apparently not great for drawing. So you're supposed to like draw lines from the shoulder, maybe with a little bit of elbow action involved. So I'm gonna try and make sure that I only use my shoulder and not uh my wrist here. At least the alignment at the start's getting better. The fraying at the end is still terrible, but there's progress. 1, 2. 8. That's much better, actually. I think I was using my wrist a bit too much there earlier on. It feels more confident, like when you lock up your wrist and you just move your shoulder ever so slightly across to move your hand across the paper, or tablet in my case. Uh-huh. 8. Those first few were very, very straight, I think. So that's I'm pretty happy with that. This is actually kind of fun. Uh, I've always been more of a grinding person, like just a structured approach. Uh, I don't mind doing this over and over. It's still kind of fun for me. I don't maybe it's not for everyone, but uh, I definitely enjoy this. Right, so we're supposed to also do some curved lines, which is going to be a bit of a challenge, I guess. But we're going to try. Four, 8. Lots of fraying on the end, a little bit of fraying at the start. But the lines are not too wobbly. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Yeah, they don't wobble, I don't think. These lines up here a little bit, but this is all be confident. Bad start there. Right, so I guess we're moving on to the wavy lines. They're supposed to be really hard, and I can totally see that. I use a tool to make these straight ones. Not carefully aligning the pen at the start. I'm getting too much into the flow. It can't be all flow and no thinking. have to have a plan. I'm more happy with that. There's less fraying on this end here. Pretty happy with that. So, we're supposed to fill this entire paper, which we haven't done yet. I'm just gonna keep going. It's actually going way faster than I thought it would. I was thinking this was gonna take me an hour at least to fill this paper, but I'm probably wrong here. I'm just gonna try another straight line. I'm supposed to draw on actually with like a ruler. Straight line tool for that. There's less fraying on the other ends. Try and do a longer one again. Move. Gotta scroll a little bit so it comes into view. I'm still learning how to use this tablet. I haven't used it that much since I bought it, so I want to use it more. This drawing can actually be pretty fun, even if you're bad. Even if you're bad at it. Besides, what's more fun than embarrassing yourself for other people? Although I don't know if anyone's actually actively watching me right now. This was kind of an impromptu stream, so I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, here I'm thinking too much. Those second views were pretty confident, I think. Even though they're fraying on this end. Let's do another straight one. Maybe a small one. I'm using my wrist. I just noticed I'm using my wrist. My wrist and my elbow. Really gotta get used to, like, using these shoulder muscles. Normally when I sit down with a pen and a piece of paper, I'm trying to, like, handwrite something. Like, scribble down some notes. And you do that from the wrist. This is like the do you even lift bro for your, like, shoulder drawing muscles. And I don't. Okay, so I want to do more of these curved lines. Somehow a slight curve feels more natural to me than a straight line. Maybe a few more of these wavy ones, actually. Pretty happy with those. I think I'm struggling more with the straight ones than the curvy ones. These are a small one. Maybe another small one. Fill up, nice, fill up this paper nice and tight. Wow, that sounds kind of wrong. Never say that again. See, that's what happens when you think. It starts wobbling. I don't feel like I'm actually getting better at this, but that's how I feel about my Japanese as well. It's not getting better, and that's just I think that's just how it is. You just gotta keep at it, despite how you might feel like you're never gonna accomplish anything. Hey there, welcome. I'm just drawing some lines on a piece of paper and hoping it improves my art skills. So I hope you enjoy it. There's a bit more space here. Maybe some more straight lines. Struggling with those a little bit. These are the guidelines. But yeah, as I was saying, you can acquire pretty much any skill in life. You may have some innate talent, but in the end, it's going to come down to practice with anything in life. You just gotta be persistent about it. I didn't know this my whole life. I wish I knew this thing earlier because I never assisted with much in my life before. Never heard of DrawABox. Um, I just kind of stumbled upon it. I was like, I want to learn how to draw. Where do I start? And yeah, this is where it came out. Um, I'm a person that likes a structured approach to things. If you let me just go, then I get distracted easily. I need that kind of structure. So I'm just gonna follow this through and see how it goes. See where it gets me. I actually just noticed that been talking this whole time and I didn't get any water. Really gotta hydrate. So I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be back real quick. Yeah, hydrating is very important. My mainstay is water, but recently I've been adding some lime juice to the water because I was getting kind of bored of just drinking water. I'm not a very active person, and my day job kind of has me sitting around, so I can't. If I go and drink soda or pop or Coke or whatever you call it where you're from, I'm gonna get fat real quick. And there's anything innately wrong with being fat, but it's not good for your health in the long run. Now I just gotta remember where I placed my pen when I went to fetch the water. It seems to have rolled onto my tablets. I often misplace things, then I can't find them. I still haven't found my drawing glove. Thanks for coming to the stream, by the way, Pondy. Really appreciate it. It's nice not being alone, just talking to my screen. I'm gonna draw some more lines, actually. The fraying on the end is still bad, but at least I'm getting more confident in placing my tip at the same starting point. So that's a start. I also gotta remember, use your shoulder, not your wrist. Yeah. See, you gotta think at the start, and then you gotta let go. And I'm doing either or, right? So either I'm fraying at this end, or I start fraying a little bit at the start. I gotta find the right balance. I suppose it's hard because unless you started drawing seriously at a very young age, you probably started writing first, right? And that was drilled into you by your school teachers. And writing you do from the wrist. So you're very skilled with your wrist. So your instinct is go to wrist. But from what I've heard, um, eventually it becomes muscle memory. I'm pretty happy with these last few lines, by the way. Uh, there's a little fraying at the start, and there's a little fraying at the end, and there's not a lot of wobbliness. So the exercise says, I think we're supposed to do 2 pages of this. What it said. So I'm just gonna start a new page. Possibly. And I think all the joints might have a place when drawing, but for confident lines, I mean, I only just started, and I'm just following what this like person on the internet's saying, right? But it feels correct to me. It feels correct, this drawing from the shoulder. Even if it's hard, it feels correct. So let's see. So have you been drawing for long, Pony? Start with some straight lines. But before we start, now I can draw with the paper rotated like this, but it feels a bit unnatural to me. Like for me, it feels more natural to go slightly upwards from left to right. So for me, it's easiest if I just turn the paper a little bit. Yeah, that's how I am approaching it. I just bought a tablet, nothing too expensive. Um, what's it called again? Hang on, I can bring up the menu and see it. It's XP Pen, Artist 13.3 Pro. It cost me about 300 euros to get started. I wanted to motivate myself, so I just bought a tablet. Yeah, I actually they have a Discord, the DrawABox people. I actually went and asked like, "Hey, I saw this person in the instruction video. They uh they drew the line at an angle. Like, am I supposed to do that?" And they just said, "Oh, do whatever's comfortable." You know, let's hydrate. A lot better. think these are the best lines I've done so far. They're pretty straight, and not too much fraying on either end. Pretty happy with that. Feels like progress. Now watch me screw the next few up, because I got overconfident. Less fraying on one end, but like heavy fraying on the other end. It went so well, and then it didn't. I suppose that's life, right? It can go well, and then you have the setback. I guess you just gotta move on and not let it get to you. Maybe push my tablet slightly further back. I think I can angle this paper a little bit more. Well, really quite annoyed that I can't find the drawing glove. I was getting quite used to like being able to rest my hand on the tablet and not like having sweaty prints all over it. I haven't replicated the success of this one here, right here yet. Really hoping to get another good one like that. Definitely less fraying at the start again. You gotta take your little successes, these kinds of things. You know, pat yourself on the back for a small victory. I've been learning Japanese a lot recently, spending a lot of effort in it. And every time I understand a single word, I'm like, well done. Good job. You've learned something and put it into use. Even if it's just, you know, I'm not really understanding anything, but you're slowly getting somewhere. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. Again, now I'm drawing from the other side. Maybe I should try that with the straight lines as well. Go from right to left. Maybe that's what's natural for me. Is the mirror, is that actually better than anything I've done before? Maybe this is how I draw from right to left towards me. Is that weird? I keep hearing you draw away from the body. I think my touch might be too light as well. If I put it down more onto the tablet, I can feel confidence flowing, and it becomes more straight right away. Go the whole length, twice more at least. I'm reverting to the wrist. I just noticed I'm reverting to the wrist. Too many corrections there. Not a straight line. Even though I ended up at the correct point, it's all wobbly. Paper length lines are hard. It's hard not to do course corrections. We've done a lot of straight lines. Try like a long, curvy one. Oh, that's not what I intended to do. Too close to the scroll bar. Hmm. Not too bad. See, do we have any paper left? I do feel like the lines themselves are getting better. Slowly. Very slowly. We're getting there. I'm not I'm not getting full of myself. Like, I'm not gonna be a professional artist tomorrow, obviously, but this feels good. Just putting the energy you have in your body onto a piece of paper, it's kind of liberating. Yeah, they're definitely getting a bit better. Paper's almost full. We were only supposed to do 2 of these. That was my plan for today. I did say it was going to be a short stream, just to stay in the flow of things. Work again tomorrow. Work again tomorrow. Not looking forward to it. I just had a 1 week holiday, and I could go for another week easily. Rotate the paper back. What I actually want to do is get this one. Put it, well, maybe not over. Maybe we can double the paper length, put them next to each other. See if the second one was any better. I feel like the second one definitely has more consistency in it. There's a lot less that have fraying at the end than on the first try. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me for today. Uh, Glad having y'all here on this very chill, maybe somewhat boring stream of just me drawing lines. But I hope you're enjoying it anyway. I'm gonna go to the ending screen and play you off with what's been my favorite song recently. Ah, you were enjoying yourself? I'm glad for that. Hey, if you liked it, you could give me a follow. I'm gonna try and stream at least like 3 or 4 times a week. It's the plan. And there's gonna be more drawing streams and also some chill Pokemon gameplay where I try and play in Japanese and learn Japanese along the way. That's the vibe I'm going for, just chill. Um, so people can come and watch and they can lurk a bit. They can have it in the background. I mean, I'd like to see a more active chat at some point, but this is good. I'm glad that people are tuning in. Let's transition to the end screen. Let's go with Dear Rainy Day. I just realized I should probably get into the habit of rating people, and I think I have a good target for today, which is another somewhat small VTuber, but she has pretty chill vibes as well, and she has a lot of good tutorials on making a VTuber avatar, which have helped me a lot. So I'm gonna send you over. Here we go. And send you over to Munikaya. Go say hi.